Hello guys! Today, ang ituturo ko sa inyo is all about unit conversion, length, volume, and weight. So, let's start. For our first example, convert 7.5 meters to centimeters or 7.50 meters rather. So, first, meron tayong given na 7.50 meters. And we need to convert this into centimeters. So first, paano ba tayo nagko-convert ng ating mga length? Kasi length to meter to centimeter. And meter and centimeter are both in metric system natin. Okay? So, kapag nagko-convert tayo, we use the multiplicative way na tinatawag. So, paano ba yun? Basically, from its root word, multiplicative, nagmumultiply lang tayo. So, paano yung pagmumultiply natin dito? So, first, kailangan nating alamin yung conversion factor from our table of conversion or yung conversion table natin. So, from meter to centimeter, no, it is said that for every 1 meter, there is 100 centimeter. So ngayon, paano natin gagamitin tong unit conversion natin or yung conversion factor natin to convert 7.5 to centimeter? Okay? So basically, magmumultiply tayo, as I said earlier, yung multiplicative way natin. And then, yung 7.5 meters natin, pag minultiply natin siya sa ating fraction, mamumultiply siya sa numerator. Okay? So, dito, kailangan nating makancel yung meter para ang matitirang unit lang natin is centimeter. So, by that, kailangan yung 1 meter ay nandito sa ating denominator. Okay? Itong 1 meter. And then for our numerator, itong 100 centimeter yung ilalagay natin. So, dito yung ating 100 centimeter. So, ngayon, pag sinimplify kasi natin to, yung meter nasa numerator, yung isa pang meter nasa denominator. So, since parehas may meter yung numerator and denominator, maka-cancel out na siya. Okay? Dahil equal to 1 lang naman yan pag pinag-divide mo. So, ang maiiwan is centimeter, which is nagpapatunay na na-achieve na natin yung kailangan sa ating example or dito sa ating problem na kailangan maging centimeter siya. Okay? So, ngayon, sisimplify na lang natin tong fraction na to. So, 7.5 times 100, which is equals to 750. And then, copy the unit, centimeter, na naiwan. So, this is our final answer for this example. Okay? And then, proceed tayo sa ating second example. A volleyball court is 24 meters long. Express this length in millimeters. So, we are asked to convert this 24 meters into millimeters. Okay? So, sulat natin, 24 meters. Okay, ngayon, saan natin ito i-multiply? Meron bang direct conversion ng meter to millimeter? So, medyo malayo ang direct conversion nila and probably baka malito na kayo or maghalo-halo na sa isip nyo yung mga conversion factor. So, pwede itong gawin nating two-way conversion. So, paano ba yung two-way conversion? So, magko-convert muna tayo sa isa pang unit and then from that unit na kinonvert natin, i-convert na natin siya sa millimeters. Okay? So, sulat muna natin. Anong unit kaya yun? Pwede natin i-convert yung meter. So, pwedeng sa centimeter muna tayo. Dahil, for every 1 meter, there is 100 centimeter. Okay? So, dito muna tayo. Kumbaga, from malaking unit, papaliit, papuntang millimeters. Okay? Dahil alam natin na ang centimeter is mas maliit kaysa sa meter. Pero, ang centimeter, mas malaki siya sa millimeters. Okay? So, sulat natin dito, yung 1 meter nasa baba uli, to cancel yung meter, and then 100 centimeter nasa taas para matira na lang siya. So, cancel na natin to. So, ngayon, meron tayong 100 centimeter. Itong 100 centimeter, or rather centimeter lang, meron siyang direct conversion sa millimeter. So, ano yun? So, for every 1 centimeter, there is 10 millimeter. Okay? So, ngayon, imumultiply natin to sa conversion factor na yan. So, asan yung centimeter? Siya yung nasa baba. Kasi, meron na tayong centimeter sa ating numerator. So, kailangan yung 1 centimeter nasa denominator para makancel siya. And ang matitira na lang, itong 10 mm na conversion natin. Okay? So, cancel this centimeter. Matitira na lang mm. So, na-achieve na natin yung kailangan sa ating problem. All we need to do is to simplify this expression. So, we have 24 times 100 times 10. And that will give us 24,000 and convert. And rather, yung unit natin, baka makalimutan nyo, which is mm. So, this is our final answer for this example. Okay? Let's proceed sa ating third example. Convert 7.5 kilograms to grams. So, from kilograms tayo, papaliit to grams. Okay? So, meron namang direct conversion ng kilograms to grams. So, let's write 7.5 kilogram. And then, saan natin siya i-multiply? So, for every 1 kilogram, there is 1,000 gram. So, since yung kilogram kailangan makancel, kailangan nasa denominator yung 1 kilogram natin. Okay, dahil nasa numerator na yung kilogram ng 7.5 eh. So, kailangan nasa denominator yung isa pang kilogram. And then, nandito yung ating 1,000 gram sa ating numerator. Okay? So, nakapag-convert na tayo into grams, simplify na natin to. So, cancel yung kilogram dahil numerator and denominator meron parehas. So, eliminate na siya. Ang matitira grams. And then, simplifying this, 7.5 times 1,000 is 7,500. And then, yung unit natin na grams. So, this is our answer for this example. Okay? Now, proceed tayo sa ating example number 4. A bag of beans weighs 1.75 kilograms. Convert this weight to milligrams. So, we have here 1.75 kilograms daw and then convert to into milligrams. So, again, ngayon pa lang sasabihin ko na medyo malayo ang conversion ng kilogram to milligrams. So, magto-two-way conversion ulit tayo para hindi naman kayo mabigla sa conversion niya na super direct. Okay? Kasi malayo na sila eh. So, meron tayong 1.75 kilogram. So, anong conversion factor muna yung pwede natin gamitin? So, pwede muna yung kilogram to gram. Which is dito yung 1 kilogram. And then dito yung 1,000 gram. Para gram na lang yung matitira. Okay? So, cancel tong kilogram. Ngayon, gram naman. Pwede na ba natin i-convert ang gram into milligram? Okay. Pwede na. Dahil meron niyang conversion factor. Which is, so, yung gram, nasan siya? Nasa numerator. So, ibig sabihin, saan natin ilalagay ang gram sa ating imumultiply sa kanya? Siyempre, nasa denominator. Para makancel yung gram natin and ang matitira, yung milligram. So, ang conversion factor for every 1 gram, there is 1,000 milligram. Okay? So, cancel na natin tong gram. Ang matitira, milligram. So, na-achieve na natin yung kailangan sa ating problem. Okay? And then now, for our final solution, or yung pinaka-final na gagawin natin, is just to simplify this series of fraction na pinagmumultiply natin. So, it's just 1.75 times 1,000 times 1,000. And that is equal to 1,750,000. And then yung ating unit na milligram. Okay, so this is our answer for this example. Okay? Then proceed tayo sa ating next example. We have convert 2.5 liters to milliliters. So ito naman ay fluids naman to, liquids naman to, kasi liters eh. Di ba yun yung ginagamit natin pag sa tubig, ganon, liters, milliliters yung gamit natin. So ngayon, convert daw yung 2.5 liters to milliliters. Okay? So, paano ba to? No? So, meron namang direct conversion ang liters to milliliters. So, sulat natin 2.5 liters. Saan natin siya i-multiply? Ano ang conversion factor ng ating milliliters sa liters? Okay, so first, yung unit natin, liters dapat nasa baba para makancel yung liters. And then milliliters yung nasa numerator. Okay? So, ang conversion factor natin dyan is for every 1 liter, there is 1,000 milliliters. Okay? So, dito 1, and then dito naman 1,000. Then ngayon, simplify na lang natin to, cancel out yung liters. So, kapag simplify natin to, this is equal to 2.5 times 1,000 is 2,500 milliliters. So, this is our answer for this example. Okay? So, for our last example, kindly comment down your answer sa ating chat box and let's see kung naintindihan niyo yung ating lesson for today. If medyo nalilito pa kayo, you can always go back sa earlier part ng video na ito and then aralin niyo ulit kung paano natin kino-convert yung mga previous examples natin. Okay, that's it for our video for today. I hope may natutunan kayo and maraming salamat sa panonood.